Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So new Shark support, finally up on Yugioh, so let's try it out. This is the current build, and there are some similarities with the, what is it, top 32 decklist from YCS Sydney from a couple of weeks ago. Made some small changes again due to the new support. They got the new Straddles, a new level 4 that basically says that it can special summon itself as soon as a spell card is activated during that turn. So that's why Prosperity is there, you know, a super flexible spell, even though the biggest weakness of this deck is the extra deck, the tight space in the extra deck. I added one of the new Devianart spells, I guess. You need to reveal what is it, the number monster from your extra deck, and then you can search basically a monster with the same level as the exceeds you revealed, or ranks you revealed, and the same type. Short set, you reveal the 101, the Arc Knight, and to search basically any of your fish types, you know, your shark monsters, which is, it's basically a smaller world. I had smaller world in first, before that one was revealed. So the new cards, again, as I mentioned before, they got a new Straddles, they got a new Poplar as well, a new Shark that when it's added to the hand, special summons itself. I think it's fine as a one-off, because you could potentially summon, what is it, one of the Shark exceeds that needs 3 level 4s, but this new Poplar Shark makes it so that it can be used as a double material, so instead of 3 materials you can only use, or need 2 monsters, right, 2 sharks. So that's okay. Again, during your opponent's turn, it could make a potential Exceed summon during their turn much more flexible because of the Exceed armor trap. Because again, you want to get that one in the graveyard to get a quick equip during their turn. You know, very similar to Infernal Knights. What is it, their boss right here in this case, the boss Exceed. So the new Shark searches basically, what is it, Buzzsaw, yeah. I always want to say Shaw, but it's not the case. So anyway, the Impermon Bahamut Shark is strong. Go for Fortress Detach 2 to search, you know, 2 of the Armored Exceed cards. Also one of the new ones. I prefer that one over the OG one, the other one we got some time ago. This is the one I was talking about before, Drake Shark, I think. So drop one of the new ones, the new rank 5, which basically says that detach to negate a face-up monster's effect and put it at 0 attack. It also does trample damage, which is okay, but the monster effect I feel is the most important one. And as you saw, like, this deck has the ability to pump out this rank 5, their boss monster that as soon as you equip something, attaches something from your opponent, a monster to it, the potential Toad for an Omni negation, the rank 4, what is it, number shark monster, Kraken, yeah, Kraken, you know, pop something from your opponent, makes all monsters, what is it, on field from your opponent water type, which is fantastic against the fire decks nowadays. So it kind of feels that Konami wants to, you know, support the water type decks much more. Maybe you're going into a fire-water format, but probably not. Then again, this new support is actually fantastic. The Shark deck has a lot of one-card starters, a lot of one-card combos. Plus, as you saw, the deck has the capability to main deck a lot of hand traps, a lot of non-engine cards, which is fantastic, and that already sets up a potential top-tier deck. It definitely has potential, but as I've mentioned before, one of the biggest weaknesses of the deck is the extra deck. It's so tight. Stuff like Zeus you want in there for a potential Exceed play during their turn. Yada yada. And as you saw, like in the side deck, there are more Exceeds you might want to fit in your extra deck. I still prefer running the Zero Lancer because of the Exceed Remora. You know, you need to detach 2 to reborn 2, and sometimes due to hand traps from your opponent, it's sometimes awkward that you don't have the second material to be detached to special summon Exceed Remora. So anyway, I have the quick Exceed summon during their turn. There it is, full armored Exceed to go for Kraken or Kragen. You know, equip Attach Unicorn for a potential indeed, what is it, the Monster Reborn Birth, yeah, Kashtira Birth. Also one of the new level rank 3s, it's, you can cheat it out with Bahamut Shark. You could make it double level 3, yeah. No, it's not a number, so you know, you need to cheat it out with Bahamut Shark. Upon summon, it searches your stream, your, what is it, Virtue stream. It's basically an Icarus attack. For the deck, And the second effect of your Exceed is important as well. You can, and I believe it's this replay, is it this replay? No, it was a previous one, that there are situations where you're drawing into your armored Exceed cards. You just want to have them in your graveyard to be searched. So sometimes it's awkward to, you need to detach one or two. So that's where this new rank 3 Exceed also could come into play by detaching, attaching, and get something back from the graveyard. The Imperm helps a little bit. I mean, how Snake Eyes works, they can play through multiple hand traps and still end on the same board. So that's why I still prefer Droplet and main deck. As the player mentioned in his top 32 profile, Droplet against like Snake Eyes is fantastic. Probably just better than Imperm, right? Because of this, you're already committed to the field. So we only need to negate one card, and I was like, maybe we can go for game. So go for Kraken first. And again, Kraken prevents Princess from being summoned, Promethean Princess from the graveyard, because again, everything is water type. So now we can go for a potential full card. I probably should have used Talents to get a glimpse of my opponent's hand. Or, let me think, was there a monster effect activated already? I'm not so sure. Like, what is the monster effect being activated here? So go for the, the boss, the Lancer boss, detach, add something back, and Arc Knight actually comes in clutch, attaching the Exceed, the rank 4, the Whale, go for the Lancer upgrade, go for Talents, and I realized that eventually I was able to go for game, so probably should have switched it around by taking control of the stronger Flame Merge, right? But again, it doesn't really matter. If there was a nip, there was a nip. Going second this time, and the Goods engine. The Goods engine, I feel, I'm not so sure, it's a free spell to be activated, right? To send the, the crystal, the trap, the ice barrier trap to the graveyard, banish to basically search any fish from the deck, any shark from the deck, or shark, right? And that's okay, but the problem though is that if you're drawing that ice barrier trap, sure, this spell, what is it, 7th Tachyon, does force you to send something back from your hand to the deck, so I like that a little bit. But I'm not so sure if it's still justified to, main deck Goods, even though the payout for that, like searching Gameciel, that's pretty solid. But it does come with a downside, and next to an already tight extra deck, I believe the second biggest weakness is like the potential bricks that you're running in the main deck. Like, cards that you don't really want to draw, you rather want to have them in the deck to be searched, like the full armored cards, right, the trap, the spell, the Virtue Stream, the Icarus attack, like, are all examples that you would rather want to have in the deck to, be searched. But obviously, still the first few days when this new support was revealed, it's, the next core set in the OCG, I think. Focused on water support, shark support, fish support, probably. But there is potential, depending on the format, the metagame. It has some unfair stuff, can play during your opponent's turn, does play like some lock cards as well. The OCG does not have totally awesome, but I feel, no Toad, you're just focusing more on the Shark engine and the Shark support. The advantage of Toad is that you can put up Toad on summon number 5 for a potential Nibiru. Here, this is a little bit awkward. Like, I probably should have gone for Remora during my turn and then use Remora and the Shark for the rank 4 Exceed play, because this is a workaround, Tribute Toad, get back the Poplar from the graveyard, special summon the Poplar, and now you're ending on the same board. You can use double level 4 for rank 4 Kraken play. Basically the same, but by dropping Remora previously, I would have still had Toad on field for Talents, Thrust, the power spells. So this definitely has potential. It's a really strong deck, a lot of one-card engines. People might not know what they're doing against this deck or what it does. I might look at what is the Beautiful Princess, the level 1 with 1/1, maybe like Silent Angler, for example, like some flexible level 4s to be special summoned. Those are options still. Okay, so feel free to leave suggestions. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. We can sign out. Peace.